What's going on, guys? Nemesis here. Welcome back to the channel. In today's video, I'm going to be doing my thoughts on the new meta for PEKKA BRIDGESPAM, and I'm going to be talking about the balance changes and stuff like that. So without further ado, please make sure to like and subscribe, and let's just get straight into this. So I guess to kick things off, we can start off with minions. Obviously, like minions and minion horde, they got like a little buff. So minions got a plus 15% damage buff, which is obviously super nice, as because minions fit in PEKKA BRIDGESPAM. Obviously, it's the main variation. So that being said, I think PEKKA minions will be the best PEKKA variation for this upcoming meta. So yeah, with that being said, I think you guys should all use that deck, for my opinion only. That's for my opinion. If you guys prefer Magic Archer still, go ahead and just use that, or Phoenix still. But I think obviously the most success is coming from the minions in this meta. But let's see. We also have Mighty Miner getting a buff, so it's getting a movement speed buff, and I've actually play tested this thing already when the balance changes went live. And oh my gosh, this thing is so broken now. I'll admit, this thing is absolutely broken. Just how fast the Mighty Miner moves, it just doesn't feel good. It's like, it just doesn't feel right. It should not be that fast. This card is going to punish so many players for having really low elixir or having like a bad card cycle now. So yeah, this card is going to be absolutely disgusting now. So watch out for Mighty Miner decks. If you're playing against a Mighty Miner deck, just be super cautious with how you spend your elixir, because if the player is good, they're going to recognize that you're low in elixir and they're just going to play a Mighty Miner at the bridge and just take tower. So I genuinely feel like this card is going to be S tier, and a lot of Mighty Miner decks with like Lockbait and stuff like that, a whole bunch of Lockbait Mighty Miner decks are going to come back in the meta. I would definitely like to say so. So yeah, just watch out for that. We're probably going to have to be playing a lot against Lockbait Mighty Miner with PEKKA. And now that I think about it, the tactic that I love to do a lot against that deck is not going to work anymore, because I'd always say to PEKKA the back a lot in that matchup. But if they have a Mighty Miner in their hand and you PEKKA the back, they're just going to play it at the bridge and you have no time to react to it anymore, just due to how fast the Mighty Miner will get to your tower and you have like no elixir at all. So like, I guess the only time you can PEKKA the back still in that matchup is if they play the Mighty Miner all the way in the back and then you respond to it with the PEKKA. I think that's the only thing I could think of. But like, if they still have Mighty Miner in hand and then you preemptively PEKKA, it's just a terrible play now, because like I said, it's just so fast. You're not going to be able to regenerate enough elixir in time to be able to stop the card, because like, let's say if you play like a ghost on top of it, they will just pop the ability as well and just go to the other side of the tower and stuff like that. So it'll just be terrible. So yeah, we're just gonna go ahead and just jump to this next team really quick. So let's cut to that one. Okay, so, but yeah, that's enough about Mighty Miner. I don't even want to think about that card anymore, because it's going to be so strong, in my opinion. I hope I'm wrong. I genuinely hope I'm wrong, and we don't really see it that much. But I don't think that's the case, unfortunately. So let's go ahead and jump to the Phoenix. So the Phoenix is getting a minus 13% HP nerf, which is actually a pretty big nerf. Minus 13% HP is a lot. I finally think that Phoenix won't be that relevant anymore because of how big of nerf 13% really is. It dies to lightning now, so that's really, really good. But obviously, I think Phoenix can still see a play in some decks where like the amount of DPS Phoenix does itself, because it's not getting a damage nerf, so its damage is still going to be really strong. It's going to DPS down things really fast, but the time it takes to actually kill a Phoenix is a lot better now, so it's definitely balanced a bit more, and I don't think PEKKA Phoenix will be as good. That's why I'm not going to switch, or I'm not going to keep playing PEKKA Phoenix anymore. PEKKA Minions is where it's at, I believe so, as of right now. So yeah, the deck could still work potentially, but not as good as it once was, obviously. So yeah, PEKKA Phoenix, or just Phoenix in general, might see definitely a little bit less play, but still in some decks. We're going to go ahead and jump to the Monk. Monk is pretty interesting. So Monk is going from 4 to 5 elixir, which is a massive nerf. It's a massive nerf. And I saw a lot of things on Twitter about how Monk's ability should have been hit instead of the actual card itself, which I agree with to some extent, but at the same time, it's like extremely hard to balance the ability of the Monk because it's like so precise on its how do you say it? Like it's so precise on its wow, I literally lost my word. I can't even think of it anymore. Oh, it's so precise on its interactions. So with that being said, if the interaction or the monk ability were to be changed, for the worse, the card would be a lot more dead than it is with this nerf. Because like let's say the ability went from like 4 seconds to 3 seconds, it won't be able to really kill anything good anymore. Like it probably wouldn't kill musketeers effectively, like wizards and stuff like that. So you can't really change the ability. You know, you have to change the card itself, which is like I think was the right play at the end of the day. So yeah, but overall, I think Monk's gonna see a lot less play, but maybe in some decks still it will still shine because the ability itself is still really strong. So that's what I think about that. And there's really nothing else more to the balance changes. I guess we could talk about the Goblin Hut because Goblin Hut got a rework from 4 seconds to 10 seconds. That's its spawn frequency. So like every 10 seconds, the Goblin Hut will spawn goblins, but it goes from a spawn count from 1 to 3 now. So every 10 seconds, it's going to spawn 3 goblins, or spear goblins, I should say. I don't know how I feel about this. Obviously, I still think I don't know if they'll be better or worse, to be honest. I feel like if you're playing against a deck that really doesn't have any splash damage, then it's going to be better. But if you're playing against a deck that has like a lot of splash in it, like maybe like a baby dragon deck or something like that, then it's going to be worse for sure because baby dragon will obviously just splash on all 3 spear goblins and stuff like that. And now it's going to take a longer time to even what's it called? It's gonna take a long. Man, I don't even care. Like, I totally forgot what I was gonna say again. So, Spear Goblin, I don't know what to think about it, or Goblin Hut, I don't know what to think about it. It may be good, it may be bad, but yeah, that's that. But that's basically it for the balance changes. Rage is also getting a buff. I would say it's getting a rework, but it's not coming in this balance changes. It's coming in update and the quarter 4 update of this game. So they're not live. The Rage, which I think is going to be actually really OP, but only time will tell at this point. But yeah, this is basically going to be game for that one. I'm just going to go ahead and play maybe like a live game right here, just kind of finish things off. So yeah. But overall, I think PEKKA is definitely going to be better in this meta than last meta for sure. But it still may struggle against Mighty Miner Logbait if that deck is super relevant. So, but it will still be better than last meta. Is the main point. So let's see. I'm gonna go for minions right here. Oh my gosh, this guy's got recruits. And he's got arrows, bro. Bro is literally made to hard counter me. Oh my gosh. Okay, I gotta go for like Electro Wizard right here. Pull everything downwards. So if you guys want to know how to beat Royal Recruits, this is going to be the game, hopefully. Hopefully I don't lose this game because of that. But I know how to play the matchup. It's just this matchup is just terrible though. Wow, he's like letting that Electro Wizard go, which is super strange. So the way you play this matchup is obviously you want to... Bro, did this guy just like lose connection, dude? Oh my gosh, I was literally about to like show you guys how to beat it, but yeah, there's nothing else I can say anymore because this guy is just giving up. I guess the main tips in this matchup is a single lane pressure. Like force everything in one lane and just overwhelm him. Like play battle rams in the back behind the P.E.K.K.A.s, take a lot of good poison value because they have to stack a lot of things in one lane if you're going to push in one lane, so just do that. Honestly, I'm just going to end the video here, so thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll do more videos in the future.